Okay guys, the update 1.24 is now out. Included in it is obviously the private lobbies and a few other features that I'm just going to go through quickly with you now. First up, we've got the private lobbies, which I'm going to go and show you now. So we're going to click into multiplayer, and once you click there, there's going to be an option at the bottom for private lobbies. And basically it's quite robust. There's a lot of options, a few options that I'd like to see added, and a few more features. I'm going to go through them now. So we go into private lobbies, and then we bring up this menu here now. We've got all the location settings that we'd have from a single event, so it's your standard from a single player basically. Your location, country, track name, time of day, going through all the half-hour cycles, exactly same as single player. Time lapse, exactly the same again, 1, 15, 30 and 60 I think it is. Let's check there, so 15, 30, 60. And then we've got the weather, exactly the same as single player, you can do any weather, so there's no loss of features here. And then crowd size, so you can have all the break markers off or on with full crowd, etc. And then we're going to go on to the next menu now, which is the modes. So we've got race or time trial at the moment. Hopefully a few more might get added. Be good to see a few others added on there. But obviously we've got the classic car which you want to use. So we've got every classic car through to the bikes, cars that you can use. Duration on time trial goes from 5 to 15 minutes, I think it is. Yeah, 5 to 15. Which is adequate for time trial, I think. Then we got the laps. This is one feature I'd like to have a little bit more. I feel 12 laps isn't enough for some league racing. Most league racing I've done in the past has been at least 20 laps. Like I say, I'm sure that's something that will be easily added and it won't cause much trouble for them. Okay, so then we've got the team events, which is basically club versus club. And this is going to be quite good for some club little battles that some people will want to be doing. I mean, if that's your thing, versus like racing clubs versus clubs. And then you've got vehicle select, which is basically giving the host the option to restrict everyone to the same car. So the host chooses the car rather than having a free choice within the group. Then you've got obviously gear options to restrict, automatic to manual, so everyone can be forced to use manual or automatic. Now we've got the camera lock options. One option I'd like to be added here is an option just to restrict everyone to an interior view rather than restricting them to, say, the dash or the cockpit view. Next up, we've got the grid order. One thing I'd like adding here is the grid order based on the previous event results. So we could basically do a time trial and then use that as a grid position for the next race, but at the moment you can't do it, but hopefully in the future it may get added. And then we've got obviously your timers, your race ends, etc. And the drafting, this is one thing I push for quite a lot. I spoke to Jamie quite a lot about this, and it was about having the option to reduce it, or have it off, as I think a lot of the collisions are caused by the exaggerated slipstream in Driveclub. Hopefully this might help. It'll also make overtaking a lot more fun, I think. Penalties, you can have them now strict, off, etc. Another good little option they've added in. And then next up we're going to go into the bike settings. I think we've got on the wheel now. Oh no, we've got braking assist now. We've got the braking assist settings here where we can now change them from off all the way through to high, which is a good option for people that are struggling on some of the tour events. I'm guessing if you have it on medium they might pass some of these events a lot easier now. Now we're going to go into the bikes and have a look at the wheel options. You can obviously now change your degree on the wheel. I've not even tried the wheel really. I had one go and there was no options to adjust any settings, so it was a bit pointless to really carry on. But I think I'll stick with the pad on the bikes anyway, because it just feels a bit too weird trying to drive a bike with a wheel. It just doesn't work for me. But they've added the options, which is good. So some people may be able to do it. I may give it a go just to see if it's possible and see what settings I can work out for other people, see what degrees feels best for me, and all the feedback settings, etc. I'd like a few more options on the wheels, but I'm not sure if they'll add them. I'd like linear options and saturation, etc. But there you go. And the next option, we've got the elite level options, which now brings up a new option within the driver profile. You'll see here now we click on it and it brings up the car ready to go for your next elite level guide. So there's no hassle finding the next elite level now. So hopefully that's just shown you a quick basics of what's in the next update. Hope you guys enjoy it. Look forward to seeing you on the track.